are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of
If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear.
Make America great again.
the Big Mig.
Welcome back to the Big Mig Show. Of course, I'm your host, Lance Migliaccio, with my co-host, George Ballantine. It's edge of the knife, tip of the spear. And of course, well, liberty means anything at all. It means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. And you know, that's the plan. Each and every single episode, our plan is to bring you the truth, the sauce, the receipts, you name it. If you're joining us for the first time, you can know that we don't blindly follow anybody. We try to bring you top interviews, and we'll go after both sides of the aisle. We're looking for what's best for the country, what's best for your kids, what's best for your grandchildren, you name it. George, how are you, man? Good morning, bro.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm
What's
doing
up?
all right. I don't know. Just checking out what's going on over the feeds and everything.
Yeah. Yep,
Yeah.
you're on top of it as always. I know that about you. And at the end of the day, you know, that's what we do here on the show. I had a little camera glitch right before we started. And, you know, George likes everything to be perfect. He's kind of a anal retentive guy when it comes to production, which is great. Really adds value to the show. And the point of the matter is we work together on this stuff every single day, trying to make sure we're bringing you the top stories. And of course, if you're joining us for this first time, if you like the show, hit the follow button. It's the best way to say thank you. We're one of the fastest, the top 10 growing shows on Rumble. We're excited about that. It's because of you guys. You're telling your friends, your family members, you're reposting our links, our live links during the show. If you can do the paid subscription, $5 a month is a great way to say thank you to us. If you can do Rumble Rant tips, those are always greatly appreciated. And at the end of the day, it's all about getting this country back on track. And of course, we want you to be the most educated audience out there. So we're going to give you all the tools to do that. It's part of the big plan here. So, I guess, George, what is there anything else going on in your end, bro? How's the weather in New Jersey? Is it good? It's warm and sunny here.
It's cloudy.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Warm and sunny here. I got appliance deliveries today, trying to get some new appliance stuff done.
Oh,
And it is what it is. Now, don't forget, you guys, if you're here yesterday, you know I made an announcement. I've got 2 new books out, Blood in the Streets, which is kind of an AI roadmap to the gold rush of AI. And I've also got, these side hustles. If you need to make some extra money, 2026. I've got 6 books written. I'll be publishing more over time. You can find them on Amazon. You're going to be able to find them on Barnes & Noble and many other platforms very soon. Doing all that myself, but I'm pretty excited about it. It's nice to have that done. So, George, what do you think? Is the war actually over? Do you think it's over? What's your feeling?
for the time being, it's. I don't know if I'm going to say fully over, but there's not going to be any. There shouldn't be any firing or anything. But you know, look, if you actually look at this deal, it's just a memorandum of understanding. That's what they signed. So we had put a piece of Lance. You understand that this needs to be done, George. I understand that this isn't done, and you sign. It's not like it's set in stone. So now, once again, it's like the next 60 days they're going to be talking, trying to hammer out more details and stuff. But you know, oil's flowing, Hormuz is open, nobody's being killed. That's always a good thing. Oil's down to 70-something bucks a barrel. Drop real fast, huh?
I haven't seen it drop at the pumps yet. Has it dropped by you? Because it hasn't dropped by us yet.
It's dropping.
Is it? Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I'll look today. I have to get some gas today, so we'll keep you posted on that. Of course, you know, I don't know if anybody noticed, bacon's down. It's good news at my household. I don't
Is
eat
it?
a lot of bacon. My mom. Bacon is down. I was shocked when I went in to buy some bacon for my mom. I always cringe when I buy bacon for her. She loves bacon, so I try to get it for her. She's 93. I don't stop her from having a lot of things because you got to take care of her. And but bacon's down. I was shocked. I bought a package of thick bacon, pretty low fat, for about $6. That pack was like $16 not too long ago. Eggs are down. I saw a dozen and a half eggs. It was the dozen and a half were 2 for $4. I don't know if you guys are seeing it in your market. Let us know in the chat if you see grocery prices have dropped some. I'll give it that. I don't know that everything else is on fire. I don't know how people's businesses are doing. I know AI businesses are doing very well. But look, Iran is unpredictable. In the past, I mean, they shoved it up Obama's rear end, although he probably enjoyed it. The point is that you're looking at something that is only a memorandum, and a memorandum is only a document of understanding. A lot of times, memorandums have to be gone back and forth. Now, Donald Trump's made it pretty clear that if they dick around, he says he's going to go right back into action. But you know what I was disturbed most about this, George? You know what disturbed me most about Donald Trump's discussion about this? Because early on, he said he didn't care about the economic impact of the Strait of Hormuz and oil on the world economy and the global economy. He said that didn't matter. The only thing that mattered was that he was going to stop Iran from having nuclear weapons. He was done with it. They were going to stop funding terrorism. He was going to stop him dead in his tracks. Number one, I don't think he stopped him dead in his tracks. That's the first part I didn't like. And number two, did you hear him backpedal about how he didn't want to tank the world economy? Because he said early on, I don't care about the economy. Nothing else matters except nukes and terrorism. And now he's changed that up because he got a lot of pressure from the Middle East. Now, I don't like that because Jared Kushner is doing a tremendous amount of business in the Middle East. The first term, he became fabulously wealthy because of the relationships with the UAE and Saudi Arabia. But I believe because of the Trump name, that's what happened during Trump's first term. He became ridiculously wealthy. He had some money, but not like we're talking about now. So did you notice also that he is on the team negotiating? It's going to be sitting at the table with Iran.
Who?
Did you notice that?
Kushner?
Jared Kushner.
Kushner's been on all the negotiating tables with Palestine and Israel and all the Gulf states.
Yeah.
He did the first term. I mean, listen, it seems like he's pretty good at it in that sense. So I don't.
Is he good at it, or is he just negotiating for himself for more money? You and I had a discussion yesterday.
I don't know. I can't say for certain because I don't know what fully is going on. I mean, they have a lot of money, so who knows?
Well, yesterday you made a comment on a discussion.
Everybody wants a little piece of the side action, right? Everybody else is doing it, so I mean, whatever. At this point in time, like I'm starting to not give a fuck anymore, Lance. I gotta be honest with you. If they're getting the shit done and they're gonna make some money over there, as long as they're getting it done, it's gonna benefit the United States. All right, cool. If he's gonna have as a business, because if he ain't gonna do it, somebody else is gonna do it, or the Democrats gonna do it. Somebody's gonna do it. They're doing it here. So, I mean,
but do you think it's unsavory when you use the influence of your family and the fact that your father-in-law is part of the president of the United States? Do you think it's unsavory? Because you made a comment yesterday. You said that, and I agreed with you 100%. You were asked a question on the show with Sheriff Mack. He asked you, what do you think Trump's top priority is? And you didn't even hesitate. You said money.
Well, Trump's a businessman, dude. That's his thing is business.
Mm-hmm.
And he believes that when, money's good, economy's good, everything is good.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, look, Trump has his faults. We know that. His ego's one of the biggest ones, but Trump likes to make money too. We know that. It's not a secret.
But do you ever feel like there's a line that should maybe not be crossed as much? I mean, we've seen him hawk everything from crypto to, watches to sneakers to this, to that. And I know
these are whatever company's doing it and putting his name on it where he's allowing it, but
well, he's being paid for it. Correct. He's being paid for those licenses. And I get what you're saying. But I think I think he's made enough money this term that the focus should be on the American people. And I'm not positive that that's always the goal. And listen, I'm a Trump supporter. I voted for Donald Trump. But like I said, I don't blindly follow anybody. And I just feel like there was a lot of promises made during the election. One of them was to drain the swamp. And I don't know. Now, what do you think about the terms in this agreement, George? Is there anything you saw that you said, the hell is that?
I mean, let's go over them.
Okay, let's do it. Why don't you?
Number one, under agreement, Strait of Hormuz has been fully open. The U.S. will now provide sanctions relief through the termination of oil sanctions and waivers for the export of Iranian crude oil, petroleum products, derivatives, associated services, including banking transactions, insurances, transportation. The U.S. will also make fully available for use the frozen or restricted funds and assets of the Islamic Republic of Iran, according to the memorandum. Iran has agreed that it will not procure, develop nuclear weapons. And then Trump, He actually said, he goes, if they don't honor this agreement, he's going to bomb the shit out of them, which is good. All right, so you have to if you're going to try to do a deal with Iran, and if you come to terms, you got to allow them to sell their oil and try to rebuild and make money for their country. You can't deny that. That's all right. I mean, what are you going to do?
Number 2 has me a little disturbed, and maybe this is my own opinion.
You know what? That was a pretext of it. Hold on, I didn't really read number 1, I should say. I apologize. Mm-hmm. You know that?
I thought you were reading number 1.
No, it's saying that this will declare the immediate and permanent termination of military operations on all fronts, including in Lebanon, and undertake from now or not to initiate any war or any military operation against each other, to refrain or threat, yada, 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 yada. They keep saying this includes Lebanon. And here's the thing, and I have it down at the bottom, because Netanyahu is telling Trump he's not bound by this Iran-U.S. deal. We all know, listen, fuck, Netanyahu is a piece of shit. He's a devil in disguise. He wants to sabotage this deal for many reasons. And that's going to be the problem right there. Maybe it's time, all you people in Congress, stop bowing down to AIPAC and put Israel on notice, and take away their money. If they don't want to help abide by this deal, they're going to keep bombing into Lebanon, and we're going to have issue. And you know what? They need to step up.
I always feel like the fly in the ointment has always been, in the Middle East anyway, has always been Israel and Iran. They've always been the two problem nations. Of course, Israel has always been combative in one way or another. Not some of it justified, some of it very unjustified. For you guys in the chat, first of all, for everybody, the thousands of people that are watching the show right now, don't be shy. Get in the freaking chat. Talk some crap. Let us know. What do you guys think about Netanyahu? I agree with George. I think he's a total piece of shit. I wouldn't trust him. And if I was Donald Trump, I would throw the gauntlet down with him and say, okay, well, if you don't want any funding from the U.S., you can do whatever you want. But the funding and all the support from the U.S., we're out. Because they're a good ally only when it's good for Israel. They're not a good ally when it's good for the U.S. or it's good for the global economy.
You know what, Lance?
Yeah.
You know what we could say?
Yeah.
For certainty? We ain't giving Iran any pallets of fucking cash.
That's a good point. Yeah. And we aren't giving him 4,000 pounds of man pads either.
No.
Surface-to-air missiles. And that's the point, right? Obama and Biden did a lot of dumb shit with the Middle East. I mean, I think Obama should still face criminal charges for a lot of stuff he did. I don't think he should have been president of the United States. I don't think he was qualified. I still believe that his birth certificate and a lot of things were fraudulent. And I think that should be outed, because I think we have to take the credibility of people that lied to the American people, and we have to remove their credibility. So when they post online, they just get slaughtered. Recently after the UFC, they've been on a tirade about, everybody's, oh, Michelle Obama's great. Look, funny enough, Defender of the Republic posted an image that is supposed to be Michelle Obama in her grade school. I think it's grade school, very young. And it sure looks like a little boy to me, dressed up like a little boy. So is it? I don't know. The point of the matter is, I don't think Obama.
Where'd she go to school? I mean, there's got to be school records on pictures and stuff.
Well, we're Defender of the Republic put a photo up. I've got the photo. I can throw it into the chat at some point here. If you're not in the chat, in Notion for us. But here's the one I'm kind of concerned about. Number 2, the United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran undertake to respect each other's sovereignty and territorial integrity. That's great. And to refrain from interfering in each other's internal affairs. Where does that leave the Persians, the Iranian people? Where does that leave them? Because internal affairs of the Iranian, and they have slaughtered opposition to their government. They have gone out and they've executed so many people. Does this basically mean that the U.S. is just going to allow Iran to continue to do that kind of behavior? Because I don't see any reference in this document, unless I missed it, which is always possible. I don't see any reference to them stopping the genocide of their own people. Is there something I missed? The audience, you guys can tell me. I don't see anything that says, and they'll stop slaughtering people. Because Trump early on said that was one of the reasons he was going in, because they were slaughtering lots of innocent people that had protested the regime and didn't deserve to be executed. But in fact, they executed many of these young people. And I think they're still executing people. So what do you think about that, George? Do you like number 2? Because I'm not a fan of number 2 about the internal affairs comment.
It's very, the language in it is pretty much minimal.
Yeah.
And when they say internal affairs, are they talking about like internal government affairs or stuff? I don't think if they start, I would like to believe, and I think we would in other countries, they were to start slaughtering citizens, that people would intervene. I mean,
well, you would hope, but the Middle East hasn't intervened at all. It's only been the U.S. that's intervened. Israel doesn't care. They don't care if Iran kills its own people.
no.
I mean, it's hard to defend against a regime like the Khomeini, like the IRGC and the Basij. Very hard. For their people, I think it's awful. All right, go ahead, George. Take it from there.
I don't know. Number 3, United States of America and Iran commit to negotiating, achieving a final deal in maximum 60 days. So just those words, and achieving the final deal. So, like I said, it's just a memorandum. Anything could happen in 60 days. You never know.
George, historically, has Iran ever completed a deal and stuck to what they said they were going to do?
Not that I'm aware of. Well,
yeah, every time they've done it, they've violated pretty much every agreement they've ever entered into. They almost feel like it's an inconvenience.
But however, though, they weren't really bombed like we, all those times they were never really bombed at. Like we bombed the shit out of them. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. So this one's about the naval blockade. All right, we started doing that, and Iran's not blocking anything. Vessels are going through. You see that right now. I mean, Iran's got to get those mines out of there. Yada, yada. That's good. All right. Because, we know that because oil's been dropping. Now, this next 5 is Iran will make arrangements using best efforts for the safe passage of commercial vessels with no charge for 60 days only. We keep going to the 60 days mark only.
Yeah. Yeah. And it says that it can be extended past the 60 days if mutually agreed upon. I don't know. I'm going to be anxious to see whether Iran really finalizes this.
We'll
they're
see.
so slippery and they're so shifty.
We'll see.
And leaving that regime in place, George, you said it in the very beginning.
all this talk, like giving it 2-week ceasefire extension, and it turned out to 30 days. Weren't they negotiating where it would be a final deal and not a memorandum? You would think that, right?
I thought that. I thought this was going to be the final deal when it came out. I thought that they were going to sign the ceasefire. I didn't know this was like a negotiation.
Yeah, I want to do. Let me do 6 because there's a lot of people I think are getting confused. United States of America undertakes with regional partners to develop a definitive mutual agreement plan with at least, this is $300 billion. This is in U.S. dollars. They put it for the reconstruction and economic development of Islamic Republic of Iran. This is not any of our tax money. This is other countries' monies putting it in for this $300 billion. I'm just like, what I understand, they got so much oil that they're going to be making so much off oil. What the hell do they even need other people's money for? That's number 1.
I agree.
Number 2, no projects. A lot of people, I don't know if people wear this. Nothing projects, anything can be done in Iran without the approval of the United States. That's in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they believe it or not, U.S. has a lot of control of what's going to be going on and who can go in there and who can do business.
I wonder how much of that business Jared Kushner is going to get.
I don't know, but it's a lot of the countries there, like E8, Saudi Arabia, UAE, are getting involved.
You know what else I wonder? I wonder if old Larry from BlackRock is going to be over there negotiating for some of this reconstruction and economic development. Because it seems like he's in Ukraine. He's everywhere. He immediately gets access. And I'm just wondering, out of $300 billion, how much of that reconstruction and economic development is Jared Kushner going to get? And if he gets some, I got to say, I feel like that's completely shouldn't happen. I think he's made enough money in the first term. He should stop being put into the play. And that goes for Larry Flint over at BlackRock. All right. The United States of America, this is number 7, undertakes to terminate all types of sanctions against the Islamic Republic of Iran, including the United Nations Security Council resolutions. Now, it goes on, the Board of Governors resolutions, all unilateral U.S. sanctions, primary and secondary, and agreed upon schedule as part of the final deal. The Islamic Republic of Iran and the United States of America acknowledge the critical importance of the sanctions termination issue above mentioned and express their intentions to immediately address these issues in negotiations. This leads right back to what you said, George. They're going to be making plenty of money. In fact, we're going to be returning money we took from them. Oil is going to be wide open. They're going to continue to mine Bitcoin. I don't know why the fuck they need the $300 billion for reconstruction, because at the end of the day, I think they should suffer the consequences of their actions. I don't think that $300 billion should be in there, regardless of whether or not the United States is paying for it. Somehow it's like we're kissing their ass, and I don't really like it. I think they caused their own problems with the nuclear development, with the funding of terrorism. Let me know in the audience. I want to hear from you guys. Do you think they should get the $300 billion? Forget that let's say not a penny is from us. Let's say it's from all over the Middle East, all over the globe, China, who knows who's contributing. Should they get any money when they caused their own issue? Their nuclear weapons program was the major core issue. And then, of course, there's the funding of terrorism. Do you think they should get the $300 billion? Because I say, fuck no. No $300 billion for them. That's my own opinion. You guys let me know in the chat. Number 8, George, what do you got here?
Number 8. This is, Iran reaffirms that it shall not procure or develop nuclear weapons. Well, that's a given.
Yeah.
And both agree to resolve the disposition of stockpile enriched material pursuant to a mechanism that will be mutually agreed upon in accordance, yada, yada, yada. Two parties also agree to discuss the issue of enrichment and other mutual agreed matters related to Iran's nuclear needs. Well, what nuclear needs do they need? If they want to, they need nuclear power plant for their electric and all that stuff. I think one of the other countries, Saudi Arabia, said they would build one or something.
Okay.
But I think any and all nuclear material should be get out of there, take it out. That's it. Don't even leave nothing. That dust in the ground, it's so buried so deep. Do we even need to get it? They could just leave it there. Why waste money getting it? Just leave it there.
I don't know if they can, because that
you can. You could dig. It's going to take time, but
no. But I don't know if you can leave that enriched dust, because at the end of the day, it would be relatively. I'm not saying it's easy to recover, but it's easy to identify because, of course, it gives off a radiation signal. So identifying the dust among all the other dirt and processing it out would probably be relatively simple. So I don't know.
It can't be that simple because only China and the United States have the ability to do it. So how simple can it be?
No, I didn't say enriching the uranium. I said pulling enriched uranium out of the soil, out of where it was actually, covered up during explosions.
You're talking about the nuclear dust? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, I am.
That's all right, and that's very deep, and that's what they've been saying. The only ones that have the capability of removing that is the United States and China. That's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're the ones that have the skill to remove it out of the ground?
Us and China, yes.
Weird. I didn't know that. I didn't think that was possible. All right. Well, of course, pending the final deal, the U.S. and the Islamic Republic of Iran agree to maintain the status quo. Will they? I don't know. Neither one is supposed to deploy new forces. The U.S. isn't going to pull out its forces until the final deal is signed. Look, they're saying immediately upon the termination of the sanctions, this is number 10, the U.S. Department of Treasury will issue waivers for the export of Iranian crude oil, petroleum products, and derivatives. So just like George said, they're going to be making a shitload of money. They're going to be allowed to bank. They're going to insurance. They're going to be able to rock and roll here. And what's number 11, George?
I don't know. It's just like all BS stuff. Nothing like.
No, they're giving back all the money that was frozen.
Well, not there. So they won't get any of these funds or nothing until they show progress. Like Iran has to work for it. They're not going to just get this unfrozen money from the banks that we froze and sanctions. This is all a process where they have to work.
Yeah.
They don't do nothing, they ain't getting anything.
Gotcha.
So, it's like they got to do something and then they'll get a little reward. Like you're going to reward a dog when you're trying to train them.
Yep.
That's what it is. And it's right. I think even Scott Bessent said some money that was seized or sanctioned, they're going to use that to fix the U.S. bases in Qatar and Fifth Fleet in Bahrain. He said that the other day. So, which is good. I mean, shit. Why not, right? Take their money. Why should we use ours? But, Trump was actually funny in the G7. He was busting JD Vance's chops.
Yeah,
he said, he goes, if it falls apart, it's JD Vance's fault. And he was joking around.
Because he's made JD Vance the signer on it.
No, Trump signed it.
No, but he's got some deal where Vance is signing something else that's part of this. can't remember what it was, but he's basically determined that JD Vance is going to sign Park because he doesn't think he should do it or something. And then he said, but if he blows it, I'm going to blame JD Vance for everything, which was funny. There's no doubt. And they have a good relationship. I love JD Vance. Of course, he's out in the limelight right now. Well, look, hopefully this will do, so then Trump goes on, if I don't like it, we'll go back to shooting at them, dropping bombs on their heads. Yeah. He said any change to the peace agreement or failure to comply could bring an immediate military response. If they don't behave, we'll go right back to dropping bombs right smack in the middle of their head. But he compared this deal, of course, one of the worst deals ever was the Obama era JCPOA, which they tried to bribe their way out of it. Pallets of cash. You remember that, people? Pallets of cash. I do. Let's play this clip, man. Donald Trump at his best. But I like when he called Obama, he said he's a stupid son of a bitch. That's our Trump. And somebody actually put in the chat, Rat Dog, too. When Obama made that deal, there was supposed to be a nuclear inspections, and then they wouldn't let anybody in to inspect. So that right there was a failed part of the deal. And they should have just... Obama was a horrible... But why would Iran care back then? They got that piles of cash. Obama was a horrible president. All right, let's go.
Is the text of the agreement now final, or are you still...
No, it's not final. It's a memorandum of understanding. And if I don't like it, we'll go back to shooting at them, dropping bombs on their head.
When do you expect the wording?
If I don't like it, if they don't behave, we'll go right back to dropping bombs right smack in the middle of their head. Okay? Because they've misbehaved for 47 years. All right?
Does it include...
But nobody could have made this deal. I mean, the JCPOA done by Obama, he handed him $1.7 billion in cash, gave him hundreds of millions of dollars, gave him billions and billions of dollars, but he gave him $1.7 billion in cash, green cash from banks, into a Boeing 757 and flew it into Iran. And they stood at the plane. I have pictures of it, like, oh my, look at this money he's giving us. He tried to bribe his way out. I didn't do that. Nobody mentions that. $1.7 billion and hundreds of millions of dollars. They tried to bribe their way out of it. And you know what the Iranians did? They laughed at Obama and they said he's a stupid son of a bitch.
That's what I voted for right there. I got to tell you. Yeah. I mean, how many presidents are going to say, call him stupid son of a bitch? Well, we'll keep an eye on this for you. We'll give you updates as it comes forward. Of course, we want to keep you guys current. That's what the show is all about, is about educating and unifying. You know something? At a time. I want to know if when they go to Iran, the uranium, I want to know if when they check it to see if that's a uranium that Hillary sold to Russia that made its way here somehow. Uh-oh. Did I say that? I would love for them to prove that, because then maybe we can go after Hillary the crook Clinton. Can you believe Hillary actually praised Trump yesterday? I know. I almost had a She told the interview, she goes, I'm going to do something that's going to shock you, but I'm going to praise Trump. And it was about the Gaza Strip, Palestine Gaza Strip deal plan. It was a shocker. Maybe she's trying to say some nice things so he doesn't come after her. Or she's trying to say nice things because she knows we're going to see the nuclear stuff they got there. We could check it and she could be outed. Boy, I would love for that to be the case. What? Imagine that. All right. Well, we're going to take a short break here on the Big Me Show. Here's the homework while we're on the break. Come on, go over to your social media, wherever it's at. Facebook, Instagram. I don't care where. Take the live link, share it far and wide. X, True Social, Gab, and Getter. And then hit the follow button while you're over here. Give us a follow and get in the chat, man. Get in the comments. Let's go, baby. Let's just do it. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about an ugly find, a massive cache of deadly radiological material discovered, hidden in California. Wow. Not a good story. It's frightening a little bit. Stay tuned. Be right back with George B. Lance M. That's right. Bring in the rain and the pain. That's how we do it on this show. We'll be right back. Lance, pay attention.
What if you could predict your financial future? And what if you could trade on it? Introducing Block Trust IRA, The future in your hands. An astonishing 88,000 millionaires were created last year from the Bitcoin boom, and you could be next. Block Trust IRA is the only crypto management firm powered by AI-driven strategies, ranked #1 in the world by Bitcoin Magazine. The Block Trust IRA platform is built for everyone, from first-time buyers to seasoned investors. Predictive AI technology that was once only reserved for insiders and elites is now available to you. It's time to leave the old buy and hold strategies behind. Your assets are protected with military-grade security, offline cold storage, and $200 million in insurance. Visit BlockTrustIRA.com to book your free consultation and ask how to claim up to $2,500 in deposit bonuses today. Bitcoin changed the game. AI changes the strategy.
In a world of uncertainty, be prepared with Silver Prepper Bars, your ultimate hedge against political instability and economic turmoil. Introducing the Silver Prepper Bar, crafted from 0.999 pure silver and proudly made in the USA. This tangible, divisible asset can come in handy even in the toughest of times. Portable, perforated, and easily tradable, the Silver Prepper Bar is your lifeline in times of crisis. When facing inflation, currency devaluation, and financial meltdown, Silver Prepper Bars provide peace of mind. Don't wait for disaster to strike. Secure your future today with the exclusive Silver Prepper Bar, the only silver bar on the market divisible into 3 different size pieces for maximum utility, all while fitting in your wallet. Don't leave your future to chance. Order your Silver Prepper Bars now at prepperbar.com. Silver Prepper Bars, ready for whatever tomorrow brings. Order now.
Forged through rigorous training and honed by the finest instructors on Earth, these canine units serve beside our nation's warriors as they fight to preserve what we cherish. When these warriors complete their duty, the Warrior Dog Foundation provides them with a home deserving of the service they've given us all. At our state-of-the-art kennels, they receive rehabilitation and care suitable for heroes, because that's what they are. Be a part of giving them a future today. Visit warriordogfoundation.org.
All right, welcome back to the Big Mig Show. Here with your host, Lance Migliaccio, George Ballantine, like a boss, baby. Big Mig Mafia in the chat. Army's out there. If you can join the chat, join in. A lot of beautiful people in there. Maverick, what's up? U.S. Abby Girl, you're there. Skunk. Craig Butley. Rat Dog. Sherry. Who's the other one that's there? Where is she? Oh, the Big Mig. Ultra Maga Girl 45. What up? I miss anybody? Robbie Sunshine?
Who's new in the chat? Come on, get in that chat. Who's new? Who just hit the follow?
I don't know if there's anybody new. Yep.
We're the new people.
Come on, new person. Come to the chat first time. You get a big shout out. Big, huge. Yeah. Anyway.
We're going all in.
So hit that thumbs up button, like, follow, share. And if you hit the subscribe, we truly appreciate it. Every little bit helps. You know that. Everything costs money to run. But let me give you guys a solution from Lance and myself. The perfect solution for the people that can't watch their crypto 24/7. You know what I'm talking about? Block Trust IRA. They're bringing access to cryptocurrency wealth to everyday people. Their exclusive Animus AI trading platform works 24/7, analyzing market data and executing advanced crypto strategies that go far beyond buy and hold. This sophisticated technology once reserved only for Wall Street insiders, but guess what? Now it's available to you. Pony Express guy's in there. What's up? Sorry. So this system was named #1 crypto technology platform by Bitcoin Magazine out of more than 1,500 global competitors. Our clients are already seeing over 250% returns on their investments, all with military-grade securing up to $200 million insurance. Your wealth is fully protected. So don't wait. Visit BigMigCrypto.com today and see how you can join this financial revolution. Once again, visit BigMigCrypto.com today and you get up to $2,500 of free crypto. QR codes on the screen, links in the chat, and in the more section. You know what? Hey, people heard me. Oh my God, pray for Trump. What up? Dr. Sarnodicious, one? Is that how you say it? Is that what I got to do every show? Ask for new people, come join the chat? I'm all right. I'm going to keep doing that then. Welcome.
We love you guys joining the chat. We want to hear what you have to say.
We appreciate you listening and coming into the chat. That was like, what, 3-4 people?
Yeah, and the point
I'm
is,
paying attention now.
We want your input. We want to know what you'd like, who you'd like us to interview next. We've got some interviews working right now. We're trying to get them finalized. The point is, we want you guys to participate because you're part of the show, right? You guys taking the live link and sharing, you guys hitting the follow button here, following us on social media. Because otherwise, it's just George and I talking to each other all day, and we already do that. So, it wouldn't be anything without you guys. You make this show possible, and your contributions, tipping us in the Rumble crypto wallet, or going ahead and giving us a $5 or some kind of a Rumble rant. That all matters, man. You guys do matter, so we really appreciate the support. Man, this is a horrible story, George. For me, it's horrible.
Yeah, just go. I'm trying to do something.
Well, look, the Navy. And listen closely, just found a massive cache of deadly radiological material, including uranium, and it was hidden in California. Now, this material, so they were at San Francisco shipyard that was allegedly stashed there by a former employee of a U.S. Navy subcontractor. Now, I guess the Navy and the subcontractor said the suspect is an employee of RSI NTEC, which was hired by the military to remediate the area. And they found 200 radiological items. There were samples of uranium and thorium, which of course you guys know that's extremely dangerous. And it was in a locked cabinet within a large complex called Building 400A in Hunters Point. Now this is Hunters Point down there. I honestly don't know. George, you have any idea which one of these buildings is 400A? Because I don't.
No idea, but I think it's a complex to the right over there. I mean,
listen,
it's irrelevant what building it is, Lance. The issue is, how the hell did they overlook this? I mean, just think about it. It's sitting there, and somebody could overhear a conversation, know it's there, or somebody, put a tip, and all of a sudden somebody breaks in and steals it, and it's in terrorist hands right here in the United States. What?
I mean, I don't know if there was enough to make a dirty bomb, but it sure sounds like it is. Now, material is what they usually use to set and kind of calibrate Geiger counters and other items. So I don't know what the quantity was, but what I don't like is the description. Jeff Bale, who's the director of operations at RSI NTEC, where this material went missing from, said the material was stored there by a rogue employee. Now, they don't say much else about him, but he said it was a rogue situation by a rogue employee that we're trying to get to the bottom of. Okay, it was in a locked cabinet. I don't know that the guy that stored it there had a nefarious plan for it. But how did they determine that it was a rogue situation with a rogue employee? What made them draw that conclusion, George? Do you have any concept of this?
I really don't. I don't know. I mean, I thought the military or anybody, they keep track of anything that's got to do with nuclear, right? Radioactive materials. It's all documented. There's supposed to be safe measures in place. I mean, these samples had uranium and thorium in them. I mean, come on. Yeah. It's just dumb. I don't know how. I mean, the Naval Criminal Investigation Service is looking into this and seeing what's going on. But is it just an oversight? It was put there and then forgot about?
No.
But
I don't know.
That's a big oversight. I'm just saying.
It is at 200 items. I'd say it is. I mean, uranium and thorium, I don't know how much there was, but even a small dirty bomb could do some horrible damage. And what about people that were in that building that didn't know it was there? I don't know if the building was occupied, unoccupied, and I don't know what triggered the finding. Was it because they say the building got sold? I don't know if it got sold recently.
The Navy said there has been no health or environmental concern identified in the areas designated as a radiological controlled area pending surveys on this.
Yeah. All right.
I mean,
nice agent.
Good. Hold on. This is a good, nice story about Iceland, right? Because everybody always want to put the bad stories.
Nice. That's why I said nice agent.
Oh, nice.
Nice agent saves a 6-year-old boy who was found floating unconscious in a Florida pool. He jumped in to save him. This is nice, and of course we're coining the term that I hope they change the name of the firm. Of the agency. The ICE law enforcement officer Gregory Simmons and that's ONDS, spotted the child in distress in Pasco County on May 16th and immediately pulled him from the water. The child wasn't breathing. Simmons became life-saving CPR at the scene until the boy regained consciousness. While the local authorities are saying the child is expected to make a full recovery.
Thank God.
But man, this is really, really an incredible act of heroism. I'm happy to save this child's life. You can't imagine if it's your own child. Shame on the parents for not paying attention that their child.
Shame on the parents. Shame on the fucking lifeguards.
Yeah, what's up with the
Where are the
lifeguards?
lifeguards?
No shit. What are the lifeguards?
Listen, thank God this nice, aka ICE agent, was there because the child wasn't breathing. He did CPR. By the way, if you don't know CPR, people, you should go take courses and learn it. I know how to do it because I used to be a volunteer fireman. I did all that stuff. And even though things change like compression rates and all that, you should learn it. It's always a good tool to learn. You never know a family member or anybody.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to play this clip. I don't know if there's audio with it, but.
Basically for the people on the podcasts, when we take the audio and put it on all 50 podcasts. The point is, that was the agent jumping in the pool and saving the child. So you heard all the music, the dramatic music, but that's what that clip was. All right, George, I feel like the UAE...
I still want to know where the lifeguards are, though. Like, really?
Yeah, right? I feel like the UAE might have heard you.
UAE?
When you said maybe we should ban being on social media.
Yeah, listen. This should be done everywhere, all over the world. This should be every country should do this because UAE announced a social media ban for anybody that's under 15 years old. United Arab Emirates, they're doing this. They're doing it to help protect the kids. But actually, there's other countries. I didn't know how many countries did this, but they just joined other countries that include Australia, Britain, and Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just waiting for what's taking the United States so long. Oh, our esteemed freaking politicians. I mean, you look at a politician, you should all be for it. You should all be for it. There shouldn't be nothing to debate over or that's it. It's just, you can just make a simple law. You don't have to be none of this crazy writing.
Yeah.
No social media use for any child that's 15 years or younger. Period. End of story. That's it. That could be the bill. Right?
Why do I feel like 16 should be the age? But I mean, I'd be good with 15, but I feel like 16 is when you get your driver's license. I feel like maybe up until you turn 16, you shouldn't be able to use it. It's dangerous.
Well, Lance, if you're 15, Lance, hold on. If you're 15 years or younger, you can't get it. So what does it say? You have to be 16.
Oh yeah, I guess that's a good point. Good point. I guess I didn't think about that. The point is, listen, kids are in their formative years. They can be influenced. They can be intimidated. They can be groomed. I like this concept. I'm sure the kids aren't very excited about it over there, but tough shit. Kids don't always make great decisions. I made lots of bad decisions as a child. I'd like to retract some of them because I was an idiot at times. I'm sure many people in the audience were idiots also. I'm sure there's things that you look back now and you regret your behavior. I do. I have things that I wish I could roll the clock back on. All right.
Hold on. I'm reading in the chat. Ultraman girl, this isn't to protect the kids. This is to track the adults. What do you mean? So if you ban kids from using social media, how are you tracking the adults? If you could just let me know. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand that.
Yeah. Hold on, Westerly. Yeah, I agree with you, Westerly's a new in the chat. Never seen you before. Welcome. Watch your own kids and stop giving them to the government. Absolutely 100% agree.
Somebody's a thinker out there.
Do you know there's a thing this morning it was on, I think it was Fox News when I was watching. Hold on, let me see. I took a freaking screenshot of it. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up. Oh, here it is. It says extended social media. This is a study that they did. Extended social media use in teens is linked to declining mental health. That just came out this morning too. Declining mental health. Think about it.
Yes.
People, social media. It's going to distract them. It could make them do things that they don't think they're doing. I mean, it's control them. It's just crazy. They shouldn't be on it.
Yeah. Listen, they're impressionable at those ages, and I think it's a mistake. All right, let's talk about this. I am waiting for Putin to literally unleash hell.
Where's my Russian lady? Where are you? I haven't seen her. Here we are talking about her Poot. She calls him Pooty. I don't know what's going on. Go ahead, Lance. Sorry.
Well, Ukraine just launched the largest drone attack on Moscow since the full-scale war began on June 18th. Moscow, of course, has come under attack. Close to 200 drones hitting targets around the Russian capital and setting columns of thick smoke billowing high into the sky. Almost 1,000 drones and 4 Ukrainian cruise missiles were intercepted and destroyed across the country in 24 hours. Russia's defense ministry was quoted as saying an oil depot was struck in the southern Rostov region where one person was killed. Zelensky said Kiev had once again hit the Moscow region with long-range sanctions and a euphemism for the Ukrainian long-distance strikes on Russia. It's time to end this war, and Russia must take the necessary steps in diplomacy, he added. Well, if I'm Russia, I'm going to tell Zelensky to go fuck himself. I'm just going to be like, nah, there's not going to be any diplomacy. Get ready, because I'm coming. And the truth of the matter is, I'm surprised that Putin hasn't gone all in. Moscow's 4 airports were temporarily shut, and more than 500 flights were canceled and delayed. Listen, the local authorities across Russia have banned publication of images of the aftermath of the drone strike.
Isn't that funny how they ban images?
Yeah.
That right there. They're banning images of what destruction. But, people, they sneak stuff through. We got images. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is crazy.
But before I play it, I just, was Russia all propped up to be all this big, all talking, but no action? That's what it would seem like, right? If you look...
Kind of. And I'll be honest with you, if I was the president, I would want all the images out. You know why I'd want all the images out? Because I would want to be able to justify my next steps.
I mean, they're in Moscow.
I'm going to be honest. I have to be honest, if I was Putin, would the word nuke come into my dialogue at this point? I don't know. I don't like Ukraine. I think it's a corrupt state. I think it was an installed presidency. I think the CIA and many of our agencies were, the biolabs and all the rest of it. But if I was Putin, I would probably let all the stuff come out, any of the injured people, all the stuff, and I would say, well, Vladimir, you just effed up, because now it's FAFO time. And if I was Putin, I would literally go all in. I would barrage them. I would try to target Zelensky specifically. And I don't know, at this point, I don't know if anything would be out of, if I was in charge, I don't know if anything would be out of my take on the arsenal. I might just go all in and just for once and for all, just finish the war and tough shit if anybody didn't like it.
I mean, you got to look, Lance. So this is that they're hitting Moscow. Moscow's what I believe the capital of Russia, right?
It is. Yeah.
That's where their Kremlin and all that, their government buildings are.
KGB.
That's
everything.
Yeah. I mean, it's not called. They're called something else, right? Not KGB. But anyway, so even a nearby shopping center was burning due to these drone strikes. Debris fell on buildings. I mean, if I was a president, oh my God, I would just obliterate Zelensky. We're going to show you a video. Check it out. This happened early morning or last night, however you want to say it.
And George, and that was a good comment. I've got KGB in my head because I'm older, but of course it's
called
FSB.
Is that what it is? Yeah,
the
right.
Federal Security Service, and you've also got.
Oh no, they really are like the KGB though.
Yeah, of course. It's the new name of it, but of course, then you've got the SVR also, which is their Foreign Intelligence Service. So,
Yeah.
I just in my head, I grew up with the KGB. It's the first thing that comes out of my head. But it's FSB, which is the Federal Security Service, and then it's the Foreign Intelligence Service, which is the SVR. That's what's kind of taken over the role.
I got another video here. This being a Ukrainian drone being shot down by Russia's defense missile capabilities, and this is right over the oil refinery, like right there. Just want to show you guys. It's pretty wild. See, now you look at that, like,
now if you were Putin,
hold on, Lance, where they shoot that drone down, whatever's underneath it, you're effed, you're fucked. So if people are living there and they shoot it like over people's houses, everybody underneath you're screwed.
Why do you think you're screwed?
Because look at all the debris that fell down, the fire and everything.
I mean, I think there's debris for sure, but you're
see that?
You're less screwed than if the drone strikes.
No. So they're firing the drones at they're not firing them at people's houses and stuff. Not yet, at least. But if they shoot it down over a rural area or people's homes, all that debris is going to hit them too.
I don't know. I'd be happier if they shot the drone and I dealt with the debris, but who knows? Because
how happy would you be if you're in your house and all that debris fell on your house and killed you?
Well, I mean,
wow.
I don't
you be
think
happy?
Drones carry that much weight. I don't think these drones. I don't know what the weight of these drones are. But when they're hit, they're broken up pretty much. I don't know.
Hold on.
I've never had a drone shot down over me, so it's hard for me to say.
Hold up. I'm gonna re-put this video up. Look at the matter of fact. I'm gonna blow it up. Check it out. Everybody, bear with me. I gotta look at the end after.
Yeah.
Just saying, Lance.
Well, I have to tell you, if that was Lance's house,
we'd be calling this the George Show. Just letting you know.
I might try to sneak my way into if I survived, I might try to sneak my way into Ukraine and kill Zelensky myself. So I might have to go in there and kill him myself. At the end of the day, I don't understand why Putin doesn't go all in. I don't think I have to be honest. I'm rooting for Putin in this war. I know that's horrible, but I am. I don't want the Ukrainian people to suffer, but I think Zelensky needs to be removed like a bed sore, like a tick, like a leech. He needs to be dealt with it with extreme prejudice. So that's my own opinion. All right, Trump puts, and I love this. All right, because this shit's going on. So I'll give him a +1 on this. He puts all 50 states and territories on notice. Clean up the unemployment fraud or risk losing all of your federal funding. Now that's what you do. You hit people in the wallet. So he's saying that the Unemployment Insurance Administration could be put on the chopping block if governors fail to crack down on rampant fraud within their systems. So this comes from Labor Secretary Keith Sonderling. He sent formal letters out on Wednesday because he said, look, we're officially putting governors on notice. And he said the American people will no longer tolerate the blatant waste, fraud, and abuse of their hard-earned tax dollars. No state should allow it either. If states allow it, they'll suffer the consequences. This department is no longer afraid to use every lever available to ensure taxpayer money is protected. And I agree with this. And the Inspector General, Anthony Diaz Esposito, added, the days of excuses are over.
You agree with it?
Yeah.
I have a question. How come some states are not agreeing with it? Like, I don't know, California, New York, Illinois, where there's so much rampant. Did you go over the numbers about them?
No, we haven't gotten that part yet.
Oh, I'm going to go to it then.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
We were in the early part of the story. I was.
So all the Democratic-controlled states are pushing back against this.
But why would Democratic states put back? Because they're the most conniving, shifty, thieving, skullduggery scumbags in the United States.
Skullduggery.
California and New York, these are some real scumbags. Illinois, scumbags. I guarantee you that if we have to compare the percentage of fraud per state, per individual in the state, these are I'm going to run out here. These are the 3 worst states in the entire country. There's probably more theft, more Medicare, more Medicaid
Okay,
theft,
so
more government theft,
all right.
more unemployment theft, more fraud. I would have to say that California, New York, and Illinois are the top 3 worst in the nation.
California's top 1. So these numbers right now, this is all debt for unemployment. This has nothing to do with the health and stuff. California, more than $20 billion in debt to the federal government after years of fraud, improper payments, mismanagement of its UI system. New York loses an estimated $2 million every day to fraud and improper payments. This is while posting one of the highest improper payment rates in the nation, exceeding 20%. Wow. Illinois, improperly paying out more than $320 million in taxpayer funds at a rate of more than 14%. Another one. That's just unemployment rates, people. That has nothing to do with the insurance and all that. But this next one, this is a 100% no. And Schiff is involved in this, people, so you know it's a no. Do you believe this? No. Do you believe this? Hollywood. We all know Hollywood's failing. Why are they failing? Because they bring up all their personal political views. They just a turn off. They all suck. Nobody wants to hear. If you just made movies, good movies, maybe you'd be all right. But failing Hollywood wants a bailout from taxpayers, and Adam Schiff is trying to get it done for them. This was reported yesterday from Hollywood insiders. They fear the city is turning into the next Detroit. I mean, wait a minute.
Tough shit.
Why is it turning into the next Detroit? Go talk to your mayor and the police and your governor. Get it cleaned up. Movie and TV productions are taking their business to other more attractive locations with fewer rules and better tax rates. I'm going to say this.
They're doing it in Canada.
They're bringing a bunch of stuff back to New Jersey, which is not which ain't better tax rates. But I know Netflix is building a big studio out in southern Jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, but they're going to Vegas. They're going to other places.
Yep. They're going to, there's a lot in Montreal. A lot of the movie industry's moved up there making movies. But Adam Schiff.
I don't agree with that, going to Canada.
You guys got to remember Schiff. If it's Schiff, you got to flush it. And that's the truth of the matter. This guy is a scumbag. And anything he's behind, he sucks. He's some of the worst.
Hollywood, why should we even think about, why is it even brought up about bailing out Hollywood? They're private.
Yeah.
They have nothing to do with how the economy works or the country in that sense. It's stupid.
I know why.
Because all liberals, they all promote for the liberals and Democrats. That's why.
I know why.
I just said it. I'm not calling on you. Sorry.
I think you should call on the bald guy in the front row.
I'll go ahead. Fuck it.
I think you know. Okay, bald guy in the front row says it's because Shifty's on the payroll. I'll bet you if we look at his funding and where he's gotten his contributions for all of his garbage, I'll bet he's got a ton of it coming out of Hollywood. Because at the end of the day, why wouldn't they want a shifter on the payroll? Because again, he's a scumbag. He's for sale for the highest bidder. He doesn't care about L.A. He doesn't care about the L.A. people. If he did, would the homelessness be out of control? Would veterans be living on the street? Would there be all that fraud? Hey, listen, Shifty Schiff, if you want the city to be better, why don't you stop all the Medicaid and Medicare fraud and the unemployment fraud and the autism center fraud and all those foreign individuals that are rolling around in Bentleys and Ferraris that have been milking the system for PPP loans and all the other shit. You know why you won't do it? Because you got some of that fucking money too, you piece of shit. So if you see this, you suck. And if you want to have the balls, come on the show and I'll call you out on everything. I'll make sure we deep research you with AI and I'll prove everything I'm saying. Because if it's Schiff, you got to flush it. All right.
Take us home.
Ball guy's done.
Oh, by the way, it's Thirsty Thursday. Go ahead, Lance. Take us out.
All right. Well, listen, if you love the show, man, hit that thumbs up, hit the comment, hit the like, leave us a comment. Please take the link, share it far and wide, and hit the follow button. And if you can do $5 a month, it's nothing for you. It's a great way to support the show. We're always trying to build up our subscriber base. You can do a Rumble Rant tip if you love the show. At a minimum, follow us on social media. G. Ballantine, The Big Mig Show, Lance Miliaccio on X. And under The Big Mig Show, there's a community. I expect all you guys to go over to the show, ask to join the community. I'm looking for more community members. We post a lot of stuff in there. Get involved in the community for The Big Mig. Find us on Rumble. Find us on YouTube. Find us on every major podcast platform. Just take 5 minutes. Go out and just hit follow. Share some content. Just go out and do your social media, move.
Oh,
okay?
Shit. I just got rid of you. Sorry.
Oh.
Oops, I screwed up on something. I don't know. I'm just going to take us out. You guys, see you
All
later.
right.
Goodbye. Sorry. Lance, don't go nowhere.
What if you could predict your financial future? And what if you could trade on it? Introducing Block Trust IRA, the future in your hands. An astonishing 88,000 millionaires were created last year from the Bitcoin boom, and you could be next. Block Trust IRA is the only crypto management firm powered by AI-driven strategies, ranked #1 in the world by Bitcoin Magazine. The Block Trust IRA platform is built for everyone, from first-time buyers to seasoned investors. Predictive AI technology that was once only reserved for insiders and elites is now available to you. It's time to leave the old buy and hold strategies behind. Your assets are protected with military-grade security, offline cold storage, and $200 million in insurance. Visit BlockTrustIRA.com to book your free consultation and ask how to claim up to $2,500 in deposit bonuses today. Bitcoin changed the game. AI changes the strategy.
In a world of uncertainty, be prepared with Silver Prepper Bars, your ultimate hedge against political instability and economic turmoil. Introducing the Silver Prepper Bar, crafted from 0.999 pure silver and proudly made in the USA. This tangible, divisible asset can come in handy even in the toughest of times. Portable, perforated, and easily tradable, the Silver Prepper Bar is your lifeline in times of crisis. When facing inflation, currency devaluation, and financial meltdown, Silver Prepper Bars provide peace of mind. Don't wait for disaster to strike. Secure your future today with the exclusive Silver Prepper Bar, the only silver bar on the market divisible into 3 different size pieces for maximum utility, all while fitting in your wallet. Don't leave your future to chance. Order your Silver Prepper Bars now at prepperbar.com. Silver Prepper Bars, ready for whatever tomorrow brings. Order now.
Forged through rigorous training and honed by the finest instructors on Earth, these K9 units serve beside our nation's warriors as they fight to preserve what we cherish. When these warriors complete their duty, the Warrior Dog Foundation provides them with a home deserving of the service they've given us all. At our state-of-the-art kennels, they receive rehabilitation and care suitable for heroes, because that's what they are. Be a part of giving them a future today. Visit warriordogfoundation.org.